That moment when I thought that Chicken Lily could not become any weirder. I see page 3 when he becomes a pancake. The design. Oh my god. Okay, so a couple of Chibits pointed out in the comments, and I want to discuss this because it was a huge thing about last week. Now, we all can't deny that Lily, his design is just like, what the hell? But a couple of Chibits decided to put some fact into probably what Koobs was trying to go with when it came to the design of this character. Now, as I've said a while back, I said that the most likely the design of, you know, Lily looks like something like a seraph. I brought this up about maybe 3 to 4 chapters ago, and I haven't really mentioned it again. Well, a couple have mentioned that in mythology, or myths on angels and stuff, there's myths that angels don't really look as what we really perceive them to be, like men with wings. And usually angels are like some form of grotesque monster demon looking things, and that's kind of how Lily looks. And so this kind of follows myths or mythology on angels that we have in stories. And so seeing this, I could see where Koobs is going with it, and a couple of Chibits decided to point that out to me last week. Now, I knew about the seraphing, but actually seeing that type of stuff, it makes a lot of sense, but still, I mean, the design of Lily, just seeing how he started, and seeing how he is now with the design of a snake fucking neck to, like, a chicken owl face and a pancake flattening, and just... there's only so much I can just kind of, like, holy hell, like, look past, but... Okay, so, besides that, let's just get past Lily, okay? I don't want to focus on that. Let's focus on the real stuff of this chapter. Last week left us with a huge cliffhanger where we're, like, all asking, what? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, there were so many of us asking last week, like, what did I just read? Like, even with some good translations, a lot of us were asking, okay, so... I'm confused. What is really going on here? And we get a little bit more clarification to what really happened or what is going on with Shunsui and then his supposed sis, which is actually his sister-in-law, and then Nanao, that is also his niece. So, there's just... I gotta dive into this first. We had a confession. From the way the final pages of this chapter was done, it seemed like Nanao was confessing to Shunsui. That's what it looked like to me. I've seen enough confessions, I've read enough shoujo romance, I've seen enough of that to know that was a confession. And the way that was done, and after finding out that Nanao is the niece of Shunsui, how the fuck am I supposed to feel about that? Because, let me explain. From the backstory, or the flashback we get, Shunsui had a brother. His brother married Nanao's mother. The family of Nanao has this curse with this Zanpakuto. And whoever the woman marries is a family of women, and when they marry someone, the husband dies, which is what happened to Shunsui's brother. He died thanks to their family's curse. So, I guess the sister-in-law to Shunsui, or the mother of Nanao, says, I want you to grab Nanao's Zanpakuto, or the family's Zanpakuto, and I want you to hide it. And so he hid the Zanpakuto in his sword, in his Bankai. That's what Shunsui did. And after that, that is kind of how he was trying to get rid of the curse with the family. So now that we got that point across, we know that, you know, Nanao's family has a curse. Whoever they get with usually dies. The male dies. And then, because of this curse, and if they wanted to cut ties with their family, they'll be forced to go back regardless, because they have to go back to the family if they're, you know, a respected family that they were with, like if the husband dies. So that was like the family curse. They constantly would go back, and then they would get with someone new, and then, you know, the husband would die once again. And it's very interesting finding out that this, you know, Zanpakuto has been passed down through generations. It's just one Zanpakuto, and it's not multiple, like individual Zanpakutos in between the different Shinigami. It's actually just one that's been passed down. Now, I will say this, however, it's a cool concept. I like the way it was done, but finding out that this I guess sword was revealed at this point in the story, I don't know how to feel about it. It feels a little bit too convenient for my taste, because there might have been some foreshadowing. There is a possibility there could have been foreshadowing to this, and I have missed it. I am the first to say this. I could have missed some form of foreshadowing to this reveal of this weapon that could supposedly only kill gods and not men. If there's some foreshadowing, please let me know in the comments below. I will gladly look at it. But for now, though, the way it was done, or my feelings towards the chapter, it felt like it was way too convenient. I mean, you have it to where there's this godlike being like Lily, or Chicken Lily, that is fighting. Shunsui can't do much, and then all of a sudden we have it to where this sword pops up that has the power to only be able to kill gods, but cannot hurt men. So that would mean that this sword could probably kill Juha Bach. So, in before Nanao is the one that's going to be killing Bach, and GG for the end of the series, just in before that. But jokes aside, though, just the way the sword was done, I just felt like the way its ability was displayed to us, it felt like it was just there just to plot convenience. That's really how I feel. I gotta be honest. I really don't want to lie to none of you. You deserve my honest thoughts about this. And if there is some foreshadowing to this, I will gladly change my opinion and think differently on it. But for now, that's my true thoughts on the said chapter. So yeah, besides the creepiness of Chicken Lily, we also have the creepiness of some form of incestual relationship between Nanao and Shunsui. Now, we do know, let's kind of put this also in perspective, Shunsui's brother was the father of Nanao, so do you not see how creepy that is? You get what I'm getting at. And there has been many scenes in the past of Bleach with some questionable things between these two characters. So seeing that, yo. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.